Developing tonight, Adrian Diaz is out as Seattle Police Chief after leading the department for the past 4 years, first as interim chief and then in a permanent role.
This afternoon, Mayor Bruce Harrell named former King County Sheriff Sue Rahr to replace Diaz on a temporary basis starting tomorrow morning. We have team coverage tonight, including Jeremy Harris with community reaction to the news and Lynn Ann Wynn with a look at the legal battles the police department still faces. But we start with senior reporter Chris Daniels, who was there for the big announcement today. Chris?
Yeah, Mary, body language said a lot during an unusual 1-hour-long news conference at a time when Diaz is facing multiple HR complaints and the city is struggling to attract new officers.
And just to be clear, I'm sorry.
This did not look like a mutual decision.
I want to thank the men and women of the Seattle Police Department for their hard work and the community that has supported us through every challenge.
Seattle Mayor Bruce Harrell has effectively demoted the chief.
It was a result of deliberative thought, strategic thinking, a commitment to excellence, and we decided to make a leadership change.
Harrell says Diaz will be a special advisor in an undefined role, and former King County Sheriff Sue Rahr will be the interim chief. The mayor acknowledging several times multiple allegations of harassment and discrimination against Diaz, becoming a distraction for a city still several hundred officers short. You have obviously several active investigations into the police department, and you now have an interim chief. How do you possibly tell recruits to come to Seattle?
To answer your question directly, Chris, we have a wonderful police department. That's how we recruit. We are on the cutting edge. We pay a competitive salary, a city-wide body of employees that embrace the values we believe in. And Seattle is a great city.
When I look at what's happening inside the Seattle Police Department right now, I know there is some turbulence, but there is some incredible work being done.
Seattle Council members Rob Saka and Tanya Wu had differing opinions on the shakeup.
Councilmember Saka, do you agree with this move?
I strongly support the mayor and his decision today. It's a tough decision.
We've been through a lot in the last 6 years with Chief Best and now Chief Diaz, and now we have to start all over again and build trust and build that connection with a new chief.
So you're not happy with this move?
I'm still shocked, not happy, because we love Chief Diaz and we trusted him.
Rahr takes over officially tomorrow. Harrell says that former Seattle Police Chief Kathleen O'Toole will lead a national search for a full-time replacement. That's the story live at Seattle City Hall tonight. I'm Chris Daniels, KOMO News.
Chris, thank you. Today, Councilmember Bob Kettle, the chair of the Public Safety Committee, issued this statement about the staffing changes. I respect Mayor Harrell's decision and look forward to working with Interim Chief Rahr on our public safety challenges. He goes on to say further, we have a lot of work to do to better support officers within the department and address the permissive criminal environment in Seattle.
Mayor Harrell said that he hopes to name a new chief within 4 to 6 months. But he admitted that that's an optimistic timeline. We know that the previous search took more than 2 years. Former Police Chief Carmen Best stepped down in August of 2020. Adrian Diaz immediately stepped in as interim chief, but wasn't formally appointed to the permanent role until September of 2022. During today's news conference, Adrian Diaz was asked about his immediate future. He said he plans to take time off to address some medical issues, and he said that after that, anything is possible.
I do think there's still a lot to offer, and I want to make sure that the city gets everything that I want to be able to help out with. And then I'll assess what it looks like for maybe another city. I don't know. But right now, I think it's also just kind of taking a little bit of time for myself.
Mayor Harrell said he will meet with interim Chief Rahr in the coming days to discuss Diaz's specific title with the police department moving forward.
This afternoon, the Seattle Police Officers Guild released this statement about the leadership change. SPOG would like to thank Chief Diaz for his 27 years of police service to our beloved agency and our Seattle community. The rank and file members of SPOG are looking forward to working with interim Chief Sue Rahr to build back our agency's staffing whilst adhering to Mayor Harrell's One Seattle vision. Well, the news of Diaz stepping down as chief is making waves at the department, the city, and the community. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is live at the SPD West Precinct with that part of the story for us tonight. And Jeremy, you're hearing mixed reaction.
Well, Mary, let's be clear. This was a huge decision by Mayor Harrell to remove Chief Diaz. The chief had spent nearly 3 decades at Seattle Police, moving through the ranks from an officer all the way up to become the chief. He was seen as a bridge builder with deep connections in the community. But in recent months, the allegations have been stacking up against him. And today, the mayor announced he wants to bring in an outsider to move the department forward.
Today's change in Seattle police leadership was pitched as a sign of hope for the agency and the city. But as Chief Adrian Diaz is removed, not everyone is on board.
He's a mess. I mean, what is being done to him is beyond wrong.
Victoria Beach works for SPD and has advised the chief for years.
Recruitment is really struggling. Morale is low. Is it not reasonable for the mayor to say we need to have a shakeup at the top?
Maybe we do need to have a shakeup, but this wasn't the right way to do it. And you can't blame the chief. You know, these problems were there long before he came. He's proven himself. He's done a great job.
Diaz spent nearly 3 decades rising in the ranks of the department, but he has faced recent lawsuits accusing him of discrimination. Rahr is an outsider, which may be what the mayor was looking for.
I think there's low morale, which needs to be fixed. There's a lot of different reasons for that.
Former King County Sheriff John Urquhart worked with Rahr for years when she was sheriff.
She has a tremendous amount of experience. She's got a great reputation. She's done everything.
Urquhart says Rahr is the right choice to help the struggling agency while the city searches for a new full-time chief.
One thing I'll say about Sue is she doesn't suffer fools very well. So when she gets into that command staff, she's not going to be afraid to make changes if changes are needed.
So while Rahr will be taking the helm of SPD in the morning, supporters of Chief Diaz, now former Chief Diaz, say they are not quite done yet, and they plan to hold a rally outside City Hall tomorrow to show their support for Adrian Diaz. Reporting live outside Seattle Police West Precinct, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.
Thank you, Jeremy. And tonight's KOMO Pulse poll deals with the future of the Seattle Police Department. Preston Phillips is at the live desk going over some numbers for us.
And right now we've got about 1,100 votes, so we're averaging right around 400 votes per hour. And that's great news. We want to keep those votes coming in, though, so we can keep tallying those results for you here on KOMO News throughout the rest of the night. First off, though, let's vote. Scan the QR code here on your screen. That's going to take you right to KOMOnews.com where you can cast your vote. So here's the question we were asking. Should the new Seattle Police Chief be someone already within the department? Right now, you can see a majority of people here who have voted so far. 64% say no, 22% say yes, 14% are unsure. We're always committed to being your voice on the issues that matter most. Our local KOMO Pulse poll, it's a great way for you to speak out and have your voice heard.
Well, the big shakeup at SPD comes as the department faces several possible lawsuits from multiple officers who've claimed they've been facing discrimination, retaliation, and a hostile work environment within the department. KOMO's Lynn Ann Wynn joins us live with a look at where things stand with those legal battles right now. Lynn Ann?
Well, Eric, multiple lawsuits and a tort claim seeking millions of dollars against the city have been filed, and I'm told more could be on the horizon as additional officers come forward with similar claims.
The reality is that Chief Diaz absolutely did inherit this culture. The other reality is that he's been a part of this culture for several decades because he's worked within it.
At a time of uncertainty for SPD, the department is still facing mounting legal challenges, with multiple lawsuits accusing department leadership of creating a hostile work environment filled with discrimination and retaliation for reporting issues. James Bible represents Detective Denise Bolden, also known as Detective Cookie in the community. She's currently suing over ongoing discrimination she's faced throughout her decades-long career at SPD.
We're tired of officers that show up in the workplace in their sweatpants and are told that they look like thugs. We're tired of black officers and Asian officers and Native officers and people that have Southern accents being made fun of because of who they are.
4 female officers have also filed a tort claim, accusing department leaders of sexual harassment and predatory harassing behavior.
What happened today, I believe, strongly adds legitimacy to my client's claims that they filed a month ago. You know, this is a process that we started where we had outlined a culture of misogyny, sexism, discrimination, and harassment within the department, not only involving the chief, but some of his top lieutenants.
The department is also facing a lawsuit from Captain Eric Greening, claiming retaliation for reporting discrimination within SPD. But attorneys for some of the officers say it will take more than just a change at the top to fix the culture at SPD.
Until they do something about their pervasive problem, it won't matter who's at the top. It's an entity that at this stage operates in such a way where racism and sexism don't change no matter who's at the top.
And of the lawsuits currently filed, one was just filed last week. Another is still in litigation, and I'm told there is a hearing on that tomorrow. Meanwhile, the attorney for the 4 female officers who filed that tort claim says so far they have not heard anything from the city, and they do expect to file a lawsuit within the next 30 days or so. Reporting live in Seattle, Lynn Wynn, KOMO News.
Interim Chief Sue Rahr was asked about the culture at SPD and the allegations against Adrian Diaz and the police department. Rahr said she's concerned about the culture at all police departments.
I don't think Seattle Police Department is worse or better than others. I think we have work to do in every department. We can keep playing whack-a-mole every time there's an allegation here or there, but until we change the system, we're not going to have meaningful change. And that was one of the things that really drew me to this opportunity, is to actually do something that's going to matter.
Be sure to stick with KOMO in the days and weeks ahead for continuing coverage on the future of SPD. We'll stay on top of the search for a new police chief, the investigations into Adrian Diaz, and the impact all of this has on the department's effort to boost staffing. Watch for updates right here on TV and online at KOMOnews.com.